We got somebody. We finally.
Are we streaming?
We're streaming.
Oh, is that what the ding was?
That was but we're on now. We're on the screen now.
Yeah, I sit here and talk about religion all day long. Because it's just so prevalent, and the problem is that people believe it, and not that they just believe it, but they want to like base their decisions and then like adjacently your decisions on
that's where the problem comes in.
And I can't. It's a hindrance to progress. And then Shapiro was saying something too about how like without religion, without the presence of religion, all humans like tend towards trying to like create a utopia, and it fails miserably. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If we all use logic and reason, we would get way farther in life.
Yeah.
Education. Stop trying to believe in stuff that was proven wrong a long time ago.
That's all you gotta do. Just
accept that the Occam's razor, like religion was so man exists apart from nature in a sense that we have self-awareness and consciousness. Mm-hmm. We have burning questions about our mortality and the reasons why things happen, because that's how we function and stay above the top of the food chain, right? So because we have this unreconciled shit in our heads, we need to come up with answers. And because we didn't have scientific method back then, we came up with myth and religion and horse shit.
Got to fill in the blanks. Can't have any blanks.
It's like tribals, like we needed organization. Religion filled that space. Yeah. Then we eventually progressed towards science, where we start answering those questions. And then the idea of religion needing to prevail, like it actively discourages questioning it. And that is in itself is a dangerous ideology.
Like mortally.
It's extremely bad.
It killed many people.
So many people died. And then so if you just think of it in those terms, we have consciousness, we need answers. Just know that we don't always need answers. And guess what? It doesn't actually matter.
It doesn't make a fucking difference.
Doesn't matter. No. Like whatever happens is going to happen, and it's fine.
Deirdre says, with or without religion, people suck.
Exactly, Deirdre. 100%. People fucking suck. They don't need religion to suck.
That's right. They did it. They did it well enough on their own.
COVID has created this weird opportunity for me to like sit back and reflect on people and our society and human nature and all the way things are working and how things aren't working. And I kind of really hate everything. I used to hate stuff more, but actually, like I used to hate stuff for not really understand why. I just was tired, like annoyed at like the minutia of it. But I think COVID should be worse. I think we need
there.
Omicron, Persei 8.
That's right.
Fucking Futurama reference. But we do have the Omicron thing now.
I know it's coming.
I want us to go away. We don't belong here.
Let that Control A, delete. Just get rid of it all.
Don't you think if in heaven God is probably like a tree? Because trees last a long time and they don't have all these problems. And God is just like,
whatever you want.
You keep cutting me down, all my people. Fuck you guys.
That's right.
Give me your firstborn.
That's right.
I'll take him. I'll kill him.
Why did God came to Moses as a burning bush? It's the only time in the Bible that God shows up somewhere.
God's an arborist.
It's like I am one of those little. I'm an arson arborist. I'm one of those little Dominican guys that climb the trees, chop down all the branches in 3 seconds. Man, it's amazing. Crazy.
God hates us. I mean, look at it. Look at if you're going to believe in religion, I'm pretty sure it tells you that God. What has God ever done for people? Like, it's not like he's doing major miraculous things. That's usually done by like the worshiping of God. But when God steps down here and he starts doing shit, he's wrecking shit.
God's got one button on his keyboard and it's delete. That's right. Bam, whole hand.
I am the task manager.
I don't even have fingers. It's just one big finger.
What do I know his ditches for?
I just have to press delete.
I'm the alpha and the omega.
You delete.
These guys like a penguin flipper.
That's right.
I'll point a hand and a delete hand. Delete.
I'm perfect. This is perfection. All you people with your decisions. Who the fuck cares?
And octopuses are the worst things on the planet. Why do you think I gave you so many appendages? You pieces of shit.
God damn.
The more appendages, the scarier things are, right?
And the worse off you are on this planet, the more damage you do.
Right. And the more damage can be done to you.
What did a penguin ever do to anybody?
Nothing. Just gets eaten by polar bears.
Eaten by polar bears, just shits of places. That's right.
I mean, I guess they were a loyal army to a Batman villain.
But see, so was God. It's an impenetrable, it's an impenetrable defense.
Oh shit!
Let's start this fucking show.
Begin.
Hey, to the two of you, one of which is Deirdre. I hope you enjoyed the pre-show.
On the pre-show, you're getting the best parts of the show.
It's all going to go downhill from here.
Everything else here sucks.
There's not much else for us to talk about, but we're going to figure it out. Hey Vegas. There's
rare appearance by Vegas.
There you go, friend of the show, Vegas.
The best cat ever. Look at this guy.
What's up, boss?
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing?
How are you doing? He just wants some pets. He just wants to be.
He's just here to make
he's
sure.
taking Chris's
He's
spot.
like, listen, you guys are supposed to start the show 55. Like, we're not 55 minutes ago, but a little bit ago.
Well, for his taste, yeah, 55.
He's like, I think he actually.
He got some sticky stuff on him.
I told Kara, I was like, what is this behind his ear? Did he get in a fight? She's like, no, he was trying to get into the turkey. He got some gravy on there.
He's covered in gravy, and he's here for your entertainment.
Oh, that's right. I'm here to dance. All right,
Vegas. All right, we'll delay this a little bit because we got to get this poor guy. I'll see you. Good to see you, buddy. See you later.
Right, thanks for the show. Say bye to everybody.
He's already won the hearts of everyone aside from Chris. Oh, now you guys just get me. It's just the Matt show. God, you guys don't want to know what's going on in my head when I don't have help. I don't think the world's ready for that. Not at all. There's, let me just tell you on the stream here, it doesn't stop. It doesn't matter if I'm on the show or not.
On the mic, off the mic.
I sit at home and say all this nonsense out loud to no one.
Sometimes we text each other.
Yeah, sometimes if we have a good idea, we need to share.
That's right. All right, let's
begin.
Here we go. Let us begin. Play the opening song, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then space. What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then.
Hail to the king, David.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
If you tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
That's
nothing else.
That's right. Just
silence.
Nothing but silence.
Chris is canceled.
Any questions about the table?
That's right.
Chris is canceled, and Christmas is canceled this year too.
Chris is canceled. Christmas is canceled. There's nothing's happening the way it was supposed to. That's the bottom line, and don't try to change it.
Do you think Santa's interdimensional? Is that the way he gets around?
Well, he has to have.
And if one dies, then there's always another one.
I think that what it is, Santa has some magical power that if he holds his breath, time stops. I think that's what it is.
Oh fuck! Who has that power? That's like. Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking.
You're thinking of Santa. Santa's the one.
I'm thinking of the Christmas spirit of Santa.
Christmas
Noel.
Spirit. That's right. Yeah, Papa Noel, as they call him. He's that's what he does. He holds his breath, and then of course that makes it very challenging because it puffs out his stomach, which is distended already because he hasn't eaten for years.
He's actually starving. He's not jolly like a bowl of jelly.
All he's had is milk and cookies.
He's so malnourished.
He doesn't have any protein.
If he were to go to a doctor, they would pronounce him dead.
He would be dead on the spot. On the spot.
Sorry, I'm sorry, sir. You have no pulse.
You haven't. Are you holding your breath right now?
Because all I feel is that this is a perversion of nature.
Santa, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah,
this is an affront to all physics and science.
He can't bring himself to slay the reindeer.
That's what we talk about. A sleigh ride.
That's exactly right.
Slay those motherfuckers because he's got to eat, but they all got names. That's the problem. Don't name your food.
Don't name your food. This is Farmer Rule 101.
Yeah, don't form a relationship with them. You know, just if anything, it's a hateful one. Pick out all the negatives.
That's right.
Look at all the things they do wrong.
I hate your horns. I hate your little hooves. Why can't you have thumbs?
If you can work
You're
around
lazy
here,
fuck.
you can bail some hate for me.
That's right. At least we'd have some function for you, but nope.
Instead, all you do is walk around, eat grass, and fart.
Just grass and emissions. That's all you're concerned with.
You're contributing to global warming.
You ruined my fucking life.
I'm gonna turn you into
I'll have
so
that
many
one on the
bursts.
soundboard yet.
We need that one on there. Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, that really is it. But yeah, I think that's basically how it all works. Santa's he's gotta have some magical powers because first of all, it's physically impossible to go into every house.
Well,
Over the course of a year,
don't tell the government
much
that.
less. Well,
They're there. They're in there.
Well, they're listening, but Santa listens. That's no problem. He's part of the black budget.
I've seen everyone. I've seen all the dicks in the world. I've seen everyone naked.
I've seen everyone.
If you have a tattoo, you'll get a present that year.
No, it's like you telling me we have tattoos, we don't get you don't get presents. Not that year.
I don't care about it, but it's bad behavior.
I just watched that last night. I watched that one.
That's an underrated sketch.
It is. It is.
And once again, for those who don't know, we're talking about I Think You Should
Yeah,
Leave.
just in
and
case.
I think you should watch it on Netflix.
I think that's right.
Right now.
That's what we're changing it to. We're petitioning to change it to. I think you should watch it on Netflix. That needs to be the name of the show. Yeah. It's a underrated one. It takes a little bit, grows on you though after a little bit.
It does. It gets down in there like a cancer, and it spreads, and it grows. And then before you know it, you're just one big tumor that never shuts up about these references.
And then you start your own podcast.
That's right.
And then you show it to Ming Chen, and he's impressed that you have so many episodes.
You got so many.
And he follows you, and then he unfollows you as soon as
Did
you
he
walk
unfollow-
out
did
the
he
door.
unfollow
I
us?
don't know.
He probably did.
I'm sure he did.
It's fine. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna really listen to? He's too busy.
Get out of here.
He's busy.
Ming Chen, if you're listening to this right now, I swear to God, you better tell me.
I'm coming to get you.
I'm listening.
I'm coming.
Ming, are you there?
Ming,
No.
call us right now, Ming.
I'm a wreck right now.
Well, there you go.
The logistics of Santa getting inside of each person's house.
He's
a
not
burglar. He's a glorified.
He's
He's a canonized burglar.
well. He is taking food and drink. That's true.
Yeah, he's like a weird, almost like a vengeful spirit. Like if you don't leave the milk and cookies,
fucking fairies,
bad
man.
things will happen.
It's a fair. That's what fairies are. If you don't
He's
leave
a
them,
fairy?
you got to leave them sweets. If you don't leave this fairy sweets, then they meddle with your stuff.
he's a fairy,
He's a fairy.
and maybe he's got a collection of teeth. Maybe that's their currency.
Maybe
The tooth
he's
fairy
got
barters
little
with
tiny fairy wings underneath of his Santa suit, and he's gotten so large because he's like allergic to gluten and lactose. So but that's all he's got. He has to subside, and he has to accept gifts. Like he's some supernatural being that can't turn down these wonderful gifts of la leche and whatever cookie is in Spanish.
I have a theory that El biscuits. I have a theory that so what if you were some if you were some cryptid,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want your legend to be as far from what you really look like as it could
Oh
be?
my God. Yeah. Well.
Because he
it
could be a
depends.
tiny little Tinkerbell type of thing.
It depends. Yeah. Go
But
ahead.
like rather than his legend is that he's this big fat joyous old man.
Right.
Really, he's like this young little tiny fairy girl.
What if he's like a snake with a hat?
Oh my God! If he was a snake, you
That's
imagine
how he gets down all the chimneys.
snake
He's
coming
like,
in your
"Ugh."
house, they can hold all this stuff in their stomachs. They can unhinge their jaws,
That's
and he just barfs them back up.
That's Santa's sack.
He's
It's
got-
on the inside.
He's got a little pouch of Ipecac, and he just. This one's
That's
for
right.
Billy. This is for Debbie.
That's what the cookies are for, is to help settle his stomach after you eat a little bit of food on there now.
Get some nutrition, get his blood
Gotta
sugar
fill
back up.
myself back in. Yeah,
And
exactly
he
right.
comes down the fireplace because they're cold-blooded animals.
They
It's gotta
need
come
the
into
warmth. And it's nighttime.
It's winter.
Oh my God. In the middle of the winter at nighttime, he can't get the sun. The sun's missing.
Santa's a giant anaconda. He slithers into your house. at night.
I wish sci-fi was at its peak so it could make this movie for Christmas. They can start on it now. They'd have it done by Christmas.
They'll have it done next week.
They have. Juan's here. Hey,
Juan, welcome, Juan.
Juan, you got any connections? We can get this. What are we going to call this?
This movie?
Santa Anaconda.
Santa Conda.
Santa Anaconda.
This is a brilliant idea. We're pitching. It sounds like it could be a porn.
Oh my God, this is great, Santa Conda. That's the holiday special right there.
We'll start at Sci-Fi Channel, and if they don't, we'll go to Pornhub.
That's right.
Whatever
we can get a hold of, we're gonna make it happen.
I'm so mad about this. Fuck! They're so dirty.
Santa Conda. Yep. Hold on to your hats, folks. The Santa Conda's coming.
If you guys see a slithery, slimy snake winding through your home on Christmas Eve,
that's right.
Don't kill it. Don't call the cops.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone and let it barf your presents up underneath the tree.
You better not run. You better not cry.
You can't hide.
You can't hide. The rhyme scheme has been broken. It doesn't matter. You just need to be aware. Santa is actually a large snake.
Yeah, fine. It's not in pentamic diameter or diamic pentameter.
Who cares? Santa's diameter. Santa, yeah, who cares if it's not pentagram diameters? Who cares about all that?
Dialysis. I don't give a fuck. William Shakespeare is an old
old fuck. All I know is that Santa Claus gave an apple to Eve, and now we're all going to burn in hell. All right.
Santa's the devil. He wants free will, and even the worst gift he gives is coal, which is meant to help keep your house warm. And I'm pretty sure the gift of not freezing to death is a pretty good one.
Yeah, it beats the hell out of burning your choo-choo train that you just got, because that's going to happen. The coal's going to last a little longer than some wood and polyurethane, which is going to make it go up like a fucking nutcracker.
Oh God! So basically, it's worse for you to get something nice,
right?
Because that means that you're more naughty. Because Santa will. It's harder to have something ripped away from you than it is.
That's exactly right. You just exactly. Santa is a utilitarian, and why would he not be? He doesn't have arms or legs.
He's a socialist.
I gotta know my place.
Santa waves like the sickle flag.
Juan says we gotta be good for goodness sake.
Yes, Juan, yes. Oh my God. Juan's in our writing team right now.
Right.
We're writing this, we're pitching it.
He's on the crew.
Or Pornhub, whichever one will take us. Both if we can get them.
Yeah, why are we don't need to be exclusive. Who are we, Santa? Take whatever we can get. Whatever we can get. God. Yep, that's it.
What about this kid? What does Santa do? Like, is it better to not believe in Christmas? Because then what, you don't get presents and you don't have snakes coming into your house.
Don't believe in Santa, Timmy. Otherwise, he's going to sneak into our house. You know how small our dog is.
He's going to lay next to your mom in her bed and lengthen himself out to size her up to eat her.
And while he's holding his breath, time stops. He can do all this outside of time.
All night long. You won't even know.
Oh, my God. We're going to be in big trouble.
And guess what? You're going to have a Christmas without mom.
That's right. You're going to Christmas without mommy because mommy's going to wake up inside of Santa's sack, all right?
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
They weren't kissing, Timmy. Mama was getting
jaw.
Unhinged his jaw. Swallow mommy whole.
Just from her head.
Where's mommy kissing Santa Claus? Oh my God, it's a whole different perspective on all these songs. It's great.
This is why you should treat animals with more respect.
That's right.
That's all of his family.
We got to
see a snake in the yard.
We got to do a bunch of those YouTube videos where they do everything in minor keys. We'll just take all the Christmas carols and put them in minor keys. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus.
Run! Run away! You better not run. You better not hide. Oh, I'm telling you why.
That's right.
Santa Conda's coming for you.
Santa Conda's coming, and you better hope that some of the sci-fi actors are available because they're the only ones that can help.
They made a Tornado of Sharks movie. We could easily pitch this. This is way more. Maybe it's too nuanced for them.
How about a tornado snake movie?
Yeah,
Put them
we can
together.
Put a tornado in
Get
there.
Bill Paxton.
Can we CGI Bill Paxton into this?
Of course we can.
I'd be so happy to get him in there.
But we're going to have a live python on set. We've got the CGI budget.
Oh, there's no way they're gonna spring for a real python. They're just gonna CGI that crap.
Nah.
It's a long tube.
Yeah.
They can CGI the
Well,
shit
we
out
can
of that.
make it out of some drain pipe or something like
guess
that.
you could do
Just
that.
put a hat on it.
We get Stan Winston come in
They
there.
do that. Yeah, right.
The
Exactly right.
studio, anyways. He's
Piece of
gone.
cake.
Actually,
He's
he's gone.
well, we can bring him back.
We're gonna CGI.
Santa can hold his breath and we'll just throw him backwards. That's how that works.
If Santa could change, there's
I can't wait for the sentence.
But
If Santa could change.
we could all change. If Santa could go back in time, if Santa had the power over time,
Okay.
like
Santa's a
couldn't
time
we then-
lord. I'm with you. So
couldn't we then blame him for all the tragedies?
Santa's directly responsible for
Santa caused
encouraging. He's directly responsible for every terrible thing that's ever happened because he's encouraged it.
He didn't stop it.
He didn't
What's your-
punish the bad kids, and so they became worse kids.
And he is passing righteous judgment over everyone.
Exactly right. All he had to do was swallow them. Problem solved. All right. One, he'd have protein. He'd be able to fuel the rest of his journey. Nope.
This is more in line, I guess, with the Krampus, right?
This is
Krampus
similar to
tale.
the
I
Krampus.
don't know enough about it, but
Well-
Krampus is much more of a German deity.
Yes, yeah. He's like, hey, have you been good? And they're like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, I'm gonna leave you here then. Have you been bad? You're getting whipped by these reeds, and I'm throwing you in a bag in my back.
Better be good because it's not like you're
Going back to my house, and you know what you do there? Taxes.
And you're
Oh, the whole Nazi Empire. We got a lot of backlog paperwork to fill out. All right. I've been around for a long time. It took me a little while to get through all of that. We had those Baltic stuff for a little bit. When we were Prussia and all that kind of stuff, we had to deal with a lot of that for a while. Now we're into World War II. WW2.
Was
And
there a
there's
lot of
a lot of
Nazi
paperwork.
Christians?
Nazi Christians?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it
It's
was
like a lot of
it
that,
was,
right?
Yeah, it was very.
So they got presents for
Yeah.
Christmas that year, and those 4 years that they were at war, right?
Well, the presence was the presence of being there, I guess.
Still being alive.
Yeah, instead of other places. Yeah, I know, because everything was contributed to the war effort, just like it was here in the United States, where they're like, guess what?
I'm just trying to.
They're sorry, there's no metal. You guys have to build your cars out of wood.
Wood cars.
We had to throw them all into mortar shells.
Beep beep. Don't get it near anything hot.
Nope, don't
Don't
and,
get it near
and
a
don't
match.
take it over 5 miles an hour.
Don't smoke in this thing. What are you
That's right.
thinking?
That's right.
Hey, this thing is cedar.
right.
It'll go up like a tinderbox.
What is wrong with you? Go smoke in the hospital like a regular person. God damn it. We're trying to start a fire. The firemen are smoking. You're trying to interrupt them on their smoke break? Burning your car up.
Idiot. Think about
That's
it.
right.
Think.
Come on. The doctors know where to smoke. Why can't you figure it out, you dummy?
I just wanted to gauge Santa's moral fiber. Like, I'm just trying to see
Well-
how fallible he is in terms of his judgment.
I think much like his body mass, it shifts depending upon who he's looking at.
Is he a shapeshifter?
Santa's probably one of those Wendigos. Yeah, I think.
Oh my God.
That
That means
means
he
he
ate someone?
Yeah, he ate a guy. He ate one of the mall Santas, and he's been walking around
by
ever
a
since.
Native American to walk the earth as a vengeful monster.
Exactly right. Yep, they're like
Holy shit.
because where do you think he got all his presents from?
I mean,
The
definitely.
Pilgrims
make
didn't
them.
bring them. I mean, it leaves one option: Native Americans.
Oh man, wonder what their customs are like in terms of like the holiday. Because obviously Christmas was constructed as like a way to make.
Not according to Mormonism. According to Mormonism, Native Americans are the lost tribes of Israel.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. There you
Oh.
go. And that's 100% backed up by Occam's razor.
Right there.
There you go.
I mean, it only makes sense.
Shave it down.
It only makes sense.
That's right.
What else could it be?
What else could it be? Speaking of Christianity, I watched Midnight Mass. Finally. Have
what's
you
your
seen
thoughts
this?
on it? I have not watched it. It's been recommended to me thoroughly.
So anyone who is, I mean, I guess if you are currently, but if you are, I don't know why you're listening to the show, but anyone who has ever been Catholic, you got to watch it. There's I'm going to try my best and not do what I always do.
My neighbor was telling me
by
that. She's like,
ruin the whole
were
show.
you raised Catholic? And like, I was like, yeah. She's like, I think you're going to like this because there's a lot of stuff I don't understand going on.
Yeah.
Like specifically to Catholic. She's Christian.
Yeah.
But she's like, this is Catholic traditions and
Yep.
these weird perversions of those things. For whatever reason, the devoutness of Catholics makes everyone really kind of, I don't know, like wound up and like,
Well, yeah.
like spun around.
Goes
and
back to Martin Luther, of course.
And like Catholicism just happens to be one of those dogmas that's like very, very impactful.
Yes.
Hence why we're constantly bringing up this topic. But anyways, go on.
But it's basically it overlays an allegory for a lot of the, actually, believe it or not, the Roman critiques of Catholicism, before or pre-Constantinian Roman. So before the Christianity was the state religion of Rome, before the Bible existed, in fact, and its compendium. And it takes a lot of those critiques and makes them literal. Really, really. And there's a supernatural element in it. I guess I can tell you because this is all in the first episode. So basically it's this priest, this Monsignor. He goes to the Holy Land on a pilgrimage. He's like going senile or has dementia or some sort of degenerative brain condition. He goes out there. He gets lost.
He listens to our show.
He listened to our show. It's his fault. We told him not to listen every episode. But he goes out into the Holy Land and he gets lost in the desert.
Okay.
And the sands,
like a Jewish person,
right? Yeah. The sands are again. It's the if you see, and I don't even know if you're going to pick up half of the stuff on there.
I probably. Well, I would say maybe the average person would.
Once you finish watching it, I'll explain it all to you because it's so fucking perfect. There's so many overlays, biblical overlays, and canonical overlays of from Catholicism. It's fabulous.
If it's holding up to your scrutiny,
yeah. But at the same time, it might be like Hereditary, where like I love it because I understand all the subtext.
Yeah.
So but basically, Allison says it's good too. So maybe
she recommended I see it. Yeah.
So basically, this Monsignor, he gets lost out in the desert, and because of the sandstorm, it uncovered this old temple or church or structure, basically. Mm-hmm. And he wanders in and he's looking around, and there's this creature in there, and because he's like senile, he thinks that it's an angel. And so there's this really trippy overlay where it's drifting between his perception and then you as the viewer. Oh. So it goes between this creepy creature and then it fades back to him, and he sees like a halo around its head, and it has like these like bat wings basically. Oh, and he sees them as if they're like angel wings. And so that sort of sets up the whole thing.
I love it already.
Oh my God.
As creatures? I love creatures.
There's a creature. It's just a creature. But basically then the Monsignor, and then there's a new priest that comes to the church at this island, which is where the whole thing takes place, at this island. So there's this automatic like seclusion element. and at the island, everybody, there's all of these interplays between the different characters and the different personalities of people who are, some of them are fishermen, which of course is analogous to the Gospels, and all the first apostles were fishermen.
It's because there was no other job.
So, right, exactly right. They were the closest ones. They were like, hey, you guys are unloading your boats. Let me talk to you for 30 years till they hang you. So
what else? They got TV,
right? Yeah. What are you gonna do? There's Ally McBeal's not on for a while, so they
gotta pull the oldest reference you can.
So basically, that sets up the stage for this whole thing to unfold. And basically, the fishing town, like a whole bunch of shit's gone wrong there before all of this. Bunch of people have left, so these are sort of like the hanger-ons who have lived there their whole lives, or they've I think there's a couple people who were like really rich and they just bought up a whole bunch of the properties that were abandoned. Some people, they just moved, they never sold their houses, so there's a bunch of abandoned houses and stuff like that. So because I think there was an oil spill or something, there's some sort of I think that might have been the reason. Maybe that was actually happening in real life, and it happened on the same day that I watched the episodes. Anyhow,
Exxon crashed.
right, Exxon, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. My only complaint is they develop some of the characters way too much. They go way.
I like that.
I'm sure you would. But the best part is that it's appropriate. You'll enjoy the payoff for that.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy the payoff for that because they like overdevelop some of these characters and the relationships between these characters. And then everything just sort of, for an average viewer, I bet they would be like, well, that was dumb.
Yeah,
that was dumb, or or a waste of time or whatever. But for with a certain eye, if you approach it, it's worth it. But yeah, so if you're have been Catholic for whatever reason, are still Catholic, listening to this show, I don't know.
Calm down. They're old ones. Don't stay babies forever, idiot. Fucking stupid asshole.
Just covering my ground there. But yeah, but it's worth a watch, and you'll hear the cool thing is that through the whole series, the new priest is like saying mass a lot, and they intercut that with other things that are going on.
Okay.
But it's cool because I don't know when the last time you've been to church has been.
I've been enough times I can remember everything from start to finish.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, today
you're
like
wrong.
Nowadays.
But yeah, nowadays. Yeah, because it's always changing. They cycle everything through.
It's been well over, God, probably like it's been around a decade.
I think the last time I went was for a funeral, and
I think I was in church with you actually
when Nan died.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the last time I was in there too.
Yeah.
So but the mass from when we were kids and growing up, probably when we were at church, last, like attending regular mass, that's the mass that the priest is saying.
Oh, nice.
But it's obviously in current times because there's a picture of Pope Francis on the wall.
Okay.
So there's already this dichotomy of like new Pope,
he's out of date,
old mass. So that I'll leave you with that without doing what I normally do, which is ruin the whole show. So that's
See,
but
you practicing restraint.
There you go. That's it. That nothing more Catholic than holding back.
Hold it in
as I
drink. That's what they do. They just drink it down. Drink it, stuff
just
it.
wash that sin down, right on down there. Just wait for Sanaconda to come and get me.
Sanaconda to pass righteous judgment over me and my family.
Just give me my coal so I got to heat my fire, Sanaconda.
Hold in here, Sanaconda.
Stoke that fire, Sanaconda. Yeah, that's but it's worth a watch if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all.
I have not seen anything new recently that I can think of. God, no! I spend way too much time watching the Game Show Network.
Well, no, there's no such thing as that because whatever's on there is worth watching because it's usually just stupid people.
It is
never fails.
All I do is scream at the contestants.
Yeah.
And
greed. That's my favorite.
Stupidity.
That's my favorite. That's what I miss most about having Game Show Network.
You gotta subscribe to it.
Just
so
release the rage. I wish if there was a way that I could subscribe just to the Game Show Network, I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't care what it would cost.
Piracy.
Well, that's true. I could do it. Yeah,
that's a lot of hard drive space.
Yeah, I was going to say,
a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
I'm sure why don't we have a la carte like viewing?
Sling is the closest that you get, and you have to start with a base package for them.
This is such bullshit. People are like talking about, bundling all of the streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
That's what cable TV is. It's the antithesis of what streaming is about. Like,
right.
Having individual like Hulu and Disney Plus or fucking Amazon Prime, whatever the hell.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it's better if we all just collaborate and share.
Well, the problem is not there's plenty of like TV stations out there that nobody wants.
Yeah, there's so much. I have every single channel.
Right.
I pay for that in my cable just because it comes along with the high-speed internet, the highest speed. And
That's it.
like I said, all I watch is Game Show Network.
Game Show Network.
Some
That's
Comedy
only because
Central
I turned it
Office
on.
reruns, and I didn't even know it was on there until Matt was watching my house. Was watching my cat for me when I was away.
As soon as I sit down, that's the first thing I look for.
And now I just leave it on. It's on
What
right.
channel is Game Show Network? Like when we went to Massachusetts, that was the first thing that I did. I was like, motherfucker, I can't hook my Chrome up so I can stream my shows. 2, you don't have the Game Show Network.
What kind of barbarian
I'm
hellhole am I in?
walking in the goddamn ocean.
It's what is this,
Yeah,
1845?
come on now.
I'm about to get
Jesus.
shot by a stray
Christ.
bullet from the Civil War.
Just waiting to get a lead charge right in my chest. It's about to happen. I can feel it. Can feel it.
God,
Yeah.
It's thankfully we have Netflix. I think that keeps our Civil War appetite
That's
very low.
It's the only reason. It's the only reason that the South hasn't risen again. Netflix.
Too busy sitting around and not going to rise up and watch the Netflix.
Yep, that and grits. That and
You
grits.
can put anything in it. You
That's
put
it.
cheese, you
Keep
put
the
shrimp.
cheese, or that's it. Whatever you want.
Anything. It tastes like nothing.
Them
It's just a
hominy
bunch
grits.
of sloppy junk.
That's right.
It's a bunch of sloppy snot in a bowl. You can season it with whatever you like. Hey,
Whatever you want. Make sure you put some
licorice,
butter in there.
candy. Okay. So I saw some preview for this movie coming out. It's a Wes Anderson movie. Is he the one who's like a weirdo?
Isn't he dead?
I don't know.
I think Wes Anderson's dead. He's the guy that did Scream and everything.
No, that's Wes Craven.
Oh, that's right.
Wes Anderson. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's made a bunch of different weird movies. It's always quirky shit. This
Yeah.
movie called Licorice Pizza.
I saw
Have you
this
seen the
title,
preview?
but I haven't seen the preview.
I saw this preview, right? Okay, so let me just kind of break down a little bit of like what my thoughts were about this preview.
Okay.
It's like a young guy, and then I read basically like the guy's 15 and the girl's 25, and they have like this sort of like romance, and they're just like living like as kids, and they're going through, I don't know, California.
Is this
So-
like Hard Candy Part 2?
yeah,
Licorice
it
Pizza?
seems really, yeah, exactly, yeah, it's softer candy now.
Yeah,
and
right,
it
yeah.
doesn't belong there.
It's
But
bound to happen.
I'm guessing that they kind of would have addressed that idea, but immediately I was like, "Ooh!" But that was
Yeah.
only after I looked it up. I watched the trailer,
Mhm.
and okay, so let me put it this way: there's the very very like below average looking actors playing the leads,
Okay.
and I'm only bringing this up because I know it's fucking completely intentional.
Yeah.
Because then there's Bradley Cooper in there too, and he plays some kind of like weirdo hippie, but.
Sean Penn's not in this too, is he?
Maybe I didn't see
There's
the preview.
Does the girl in the movie look like him? Like have the same nose as him?
It's not as well, unless she has a different name.
Because I only saw. I think this was like on.
No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a movie where she plays his daughter. She is like they're playing family members in the movie.
Yeah,
I saw
but
something
it
about
is
that.
actually his daughter.
That's actually his daughter in the
Okay,
movie
that's
you're
what I
thinking
figured.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I saw some interview with her about that. I
saw-
don't know why I saw that.
It was at the beginning of something that I was watching. I don't remember what it was. Oh no,
Yeah.
it was they were talking about box office numbers. That's what it was. And
Oh,
they had
okay.
played a little clip of that. But anyhow, okay. So
they're very very below average looking sort of actors from the Hollywood standard perspective, and I feel like it's this forced patronizing like quirkiness that they're trying to put in front of you and be like, aren't they so normal?
Yeah.
Aren't they so real?
Right.
Aren't they? I know what you usually do, and this isn't what you're intentionally trying to reverse this.
all you ugly fuckers out there, can't you relate to this movie?
That's exactly it. That's
Pay
exactly
for this
it.
movie, you ugly pieces of shit.
You're weird and ugly, aren't you?
Go back to
They're
the movies.
Just like you, Uggo. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck
right.
this pandering horse shit. I don't care what nonsense is. The premise alone turns me right the fuck off.
Yeah, it's not off to a good start.
10-year relationship gap from 15 to 25. That's a maturity gap.
It works.
Of
It
50
always
years.
works. Right.
That is so fucking creepy and weird.
It's perfect.
Oh my god. Anyways, somebody go watch Licorice Pizza and please tell me whether I'm whether it's good, whether it's a horrible piece of shit.
I'm guessing it's going to taste just like licorice pizza.
I feel like they're warding you off with the title itself.
They're like, we'll keep you as far away as possible here with our licorice pizza.
Ugh. That's how I feel about most shit. Ugh.
That's how I feel about weird news.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be pretty blech.
Yeah. Well, as it always is.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
What do you expect from us?
Yeah, exactly right.
God.
Yeah, even Chris left us. All right, internet people.
Chewed up.
Your wires chewed up?
A little bit.
What do you mean?
A little chewy.
What do you mean?
A little scratched up.
Scratched up or the jacket's peeled back?
Push back.
Push back. I used to be a piece of shit.
Used to be a piece of shit.
I did used to be a piece of shit, though.
But I did. I used to be a piece of shit. You guys don't, I hope you guys out there know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
it's always the same thing we're talking about.
We got Juan, and I'm guessing Allison's are too. So
no,
if Juan's seen it, then we're all good.
Juan,
of course,
gotta check it out.
I was paying attention to the YouTube numbers the other day, and people are watching this after the fact. So some people are getting this feed, this video. People can change. Allison says people can change. Juan has not, he says.
Juan, in order to decode some of our nonsense,
or you can
and
just
really, I highly recommend it.
It's an experience, but it's an experience you have to have several times. It's kind of like
it's going to feel awkward at first. It's like sex.
It's like sex is a perfect analogy. The show is
better and better every time.
It's just like sex. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I used to be a piece of shit. Weird news time. Oh wait, I gotta get all this shit. What am I talking about? I don't even have the fucking stuff ready.
Cue it and part.
This is it. All right, let's see here.
Sorry, just bear with us, guys.
Yeah, just bear with us.
And bear with us on YouTube. Welcome, YouTube.
Yeah, welcome YouTube.
Welcome, YouTube. It's time to tube.
It's time for the tube.
They, God, what kind of ads do you think they're running on our thing? Or maybe
none
at all.
No, not yet.
They better not.
No, because we're not at the monetization level.
The only ad I want to run on this particular episode is that trailer for Licorice Pizza, so people can go and see what the fuck I'm talking about. And I had this visceral reaction about it because I was like, this feels so pandering.
Yeah.
And I don't care that they're like average. Like technically, they're just average looking people. They're not the Hollywood standard.
Right.
But like they should. That shouldn't even be a thing. Why is that so apparent to me? Because of the standards of Hollywood. That's.
Why am I aware of how ugly these people are?
It's your fault. You're the reason why.
I know these people are ugly, and nobody loves them.
Why do
I know that?
Who could? Well, that's another just sort of like subtext in the trailer itself. Is like who could love these two people, but each other. These two goofy looking fucks.
Who could ever have a relationship like Sloth and Chunk? How about these two ugly pieces of shit? Give them all the lines. All right, here we go. Let's buckle up, folks. I don't know how
do our best.
I don't know how this is going to go. We'll whatever.
I'll just start shouting at times.
It's just,
Spice it up.
We'll work it in. Well, wait, I gotta share this first too. Here, I gotta do this so that I can bring it in proper time, and then we'll hide it. It's hidden. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we're really going to start weird news. This is the peak of professionalism.
That's right. And we'd be able to vamp more if we had a third mic going.
Yeah, especially if that third mic
but
was Santaconda.
That's right. Oh God, I'd love to interview him.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news.
Weird news on the Kickstarter.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise! Help me
Oh.
get the fire off me!
What's happening?
Help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine.
Yeah, but we can hear ourselves. I pressed a different button, and now we can do both. Oh, this is wild.
What's up, Ever Forwards?
Yeah, it is. All right, here we go. And the audio is working. We just have an update from Juan here. Sean Penn is in Licorice Pizza.
He is. Okay.
So anyhow, let's get to our weird news here, folks. Here we go. All right, for our first story, dozens of customers who stopped for a drink at Britain's highest altitude pub got a longer stay than they bargained for.
Where is this? Like up on the highest mountain or
highest
area?
mountain in Great Britain.
Like
Britain's
20 feet
known
up.
for its mountains. Yeah. Obviously, they're very, very strong to be able to sustain those altitudes of below sea level. So, but they got to stay longer than they bargained for when the building was cut off by a blizzard. 61 people woke up Monday after their third night at the Tan Hill Inn in Yorkshire, 270 miles north of London. They've been unable to leave since Friday.
They're still there.
They're
Oh my god.
hopefully they're
if you're gonna get stuck in a place,
yeah,
right. This is the one you
and
want.
so this. Well, yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So, well, hopefully they've got enough booze up there is what I was going to say. That, or maybe those weird structures that are outside of the building. Hopefully those are full of beer.
So this picture here, I hope, is not indicative of how they're stuck, because this looks like a light dusting of snow. I feel like maybe been an invention.
I think that they are cut off by the blizzard, meaning like all the roads to leave are like under snow.
Don't you think maybe a bunch of like the disgruntled husbands who are tired of their wives,
right?
They're British. They got their British, ire
British Jack Nicholson
high.
From The Shining.
That's right. Yeah. And they're all up there and they're like, you know what? We're just going to stay here for a whole week. Not even going to talk to our wives.
Sorry, we're snowed in.
Snowed in up here, honey. Can't get back down there. You know how it
Meanwhile,
is.
the snowplow is parked outside.
Yeah, and exactly. Like they could easily get out of this situation. Come on.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, they said when the late autumn storm brought snow and heavy winds that felled power cables and blocked roads. The pub sits 1,732 feet above sea level and is used to being cut off by bad weather. So
really not that high.
There you go. They knew that it was coming. The manager, Nicola Townsend, said the staff had organized movies, a quiz night, and karaoke for stranded guests. So
the biggest question here is, do they have to pay for all the drinks that they?
Well, I'm sure they do. They got huge. They got to pay for. They got to pay for the karaoke night. Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
That costs a little bit of money to have the band in there. They have also been entertained by an Oasis cover band. Noasis is the name of the band.
No way. That's perfect.
Yep. Until that's what they think. Until Sanaconda comes around, it's not doesn't like puns. Who has also been
I don't like British alternative rock either. I like Christmas carols and the same ones every year forever.
I love Wonder Balls, not Wonder Walls. So
I like Bing Crosby.
That's right. I like to stick to the classics.
I like onomatopoeia first names.
That's right.
Bing, bang, boom, whap, whap. I love that Cardi B song.
I love that Cardi B song so much.
Whap.
It's my favorite.
Macaroni.
That's macaroni in a pot, baby. You have any macaroni in that pot? Better be in a pot.
Santa loves porn. What do you think I do for 364 days of the year? I just jerk off. This isn't snow around here.
Well, it is, but it freezes. Santa's got some very strong musculature.
Santa has a really alarming internet history.
Thank God all the Comcast employees are elves. Up here, anyway. Keeps things under wraps, just like Christmas time. Just wrap it up, put a bow on top, and just toss it into the fire.
Figures! I know you're blocking the channel. Santa needs it on.
Unblock it! Do it.
Scramble it. I'm tired of all these pixelated titties.
Believe me, I've done worse, okay? But I would like to see them, please. There's no snow right now, so I would like it to also be gone from my television set. Townsend said that the guests were in really good spirits. They formed quite a friendship, like a big family is the best way I can describe it.
Since they left the hearse.
Yeah, right. Hopefully not a biblical family. Because well, one lady actually said, "Baby, you're going to be the one that saves me." Oh, well, after all, you're my wonder ball. So Townsend said she hopes people would be able to head home one day once the roads are cleared. Please just get the fuck out of here.
Get out. We're tired of this. I mean, we love the sales, but we ran out of beer. And we want to go home.
We're tired of hearing Wonderwall.
We can only play Wonderwall so
They
many
only
times.
know 4
There's like
songs.
3 Oasis albums.
Yeah.
Ones
all
that
they got.
matter anyways.
Yeah, well, the hits. That's all they're concerned with is the
God.
hits. It's just 2 of
If
them.
I hear Champagne Supernova one more time.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's well, it's what Santa's counting on. It's his theme song. He is a champagne supernova walking around. Well, I'll tell you what else was a champagne supernova. Drivers scrambled to grab cash Friday after bags of money fell out of an armored truck on a Southern California freeway.
This is some fucking high level stupidity going on in here.
There you go.
For those maybe who are listening and aren't seeing, these 2 pictures displayed here are people on the highway with money scattered all around them,
everywhere,
holding chunks, like big handfuls of money.
Right.
Big handfuls of money that doesn't belong to them.
Yep.
That somebody knows got spilled
right
across
where it
the
is.
road, and they are not going to be okay with it. And now you've shown your face.
Have you ever been a bank robber before? Apparently
In
not.
the time of COVID, when you could be wearing a ski mask and no one would even question you about it.
Staying safe. I appreciate you staying safe.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my
everybody
germs
safe.
inside. And also, I can run away with this cash. Nobody's going to
That's right.
know.
Grab the cash and run,
Why
baby.
aren't people? And this is even more stupid because people aren't taking advantage of the leniency with which COVID has brought us.
They had
robbery.
so many chances and they just blew them all away. Well, that's all right. They can use this money for their legal fees. Actually, they can't because
it'll all get subpoenaed back.
It's all going to be seized.
That's right.
I watched what was it? That documentary I think I talked about on the show of those guys who were like boat racers or whatever who were also drug dealers in Florida. Like they were responsible for bringing the majority of the cocaine into the country during the 80s, and they tried to use their all their drug money to pay for their lawyers. And then the government was like, nope. And they came in, they seized them. They only had I think a couple $100 or something like that to their own money that they could prove was theirs. God. Anyhow, so the incident occurred shortly before 9:15 a.m. on Interstate 5. One of the doors popped open and bags of cash fell out. California Highway Patrol surgeon, he's moonlighting. Curtis Martin said,
Highway Patrol surgeon.
Yeah, just in case anybody needs some
All
open
the-
heart surgery
All the
here.
roadkill. He's trying to stitch him up.
He's still got a chance.
Breathe.
That's
Come on,
right.
stay with me. Wait a minute.
right.
Stop. Slow down.
Yeah, that's right. Slow down. That kid. Give me the radar gun. I think he's going too fast. Let me try that on the heart. Nope.
Which is it?
Heart's not moving. Heart's not moving.
Heart's going at less than a mile an hour.
Right. Well, several bags broke open, spreading money, mainly 1s and 20s, all over the lanes, bringing the freeway to a chaotic halt.
Strip club time.
There you go, strip club time. Time to get them tips. Time to get them tips, baby. 2 people were arrested at the scene, and Martin was warned.
These 2.
Yes, yeah, exactly. They were warned that any others who were found to have taken money could face criminal charges. He noted that there were plenty of video taken by bystanders, and that the CHP and the FBI were both investigating all of the available footage. Anyone who took the money was urged to bring it to the office in Vista. Authorities didn't immediately say how much money was lost. However, at least a dozen people had returned money collected by Friday afternoon. People are bringing in a lot. People got a lot of money. The freeway was reopened shortly before 11 a.m.
What would you do if a bunch of cash just started pouring out of the truck in front of you?
I think that I would. My first inclination would be, where's the Joker? And then the second would be, I gotta get my Big Mac. I need this
Daddy
Big Mac.
needs some
Daddy
lunch.
needs his Big Mac. So I would just reach a hand out and just try and
Grab a 20.
grab a 20. Be like, there you go, Big Mac for the whole day. Couple Big Macs.
Yeah,
Let me get how many?
3 Big Macs.
In
3 square
Philadelphia
meals.
is worth $50. I got to put that on the board. still.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Forgot. Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't think that I would ever see, because I don't fucking care about money.
Yeah.
I don't care about money. Money is a waste of time, as far as I'm concerned. It's a waste of time. Yes, I understand it makes the world go round. I understand that we need it to survive and to function in society and all this stuff. But the pursuit of money, to me, seems like the biggest waste of time. And that's the reason why everybody's chasing after it all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Having
it's
a
a
focus
chase.
on it. Yeah, exactly. Having a focus on it is a recipe for living a very unfulfilling life.
Absolutely.
Money is only meant to like make your desires be more attainable. That's really what the appeal of it should be.
Skip the money and just do a stupid podcast like this.
Right. And make zero money.
Mink Chen will listen to you.
It'll cost you money.
He'll subscribe and unsubscribe.
And Mink Chen will listen.
That's right.
Or at least he'll press the button in front of your face, make you feel like you're important.
And then he'll burn the whole phone.
He'll take the phone, throw it right in the fire.
And she asked me to marry her, and I didn't even want to.
So here's our next story. I tell you who else didn't even want to. A Massachusetts man who underwent open heart surgery received a lottery ticket inside a get well card that ended up earning him $1 million.
Talk about the silver lining to getting sick.
Talk about out of the frying pan into the fire. He probably had a heart attack, right?
Well, now his relatives want to kill him.
Right.
Now they don't want him to get better.
God, it's a good thing I had that open heart surgery. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any valves left. Alexander McLeish of Attleboro, Attleboro. Excuse me. We're not David Attenborough.
Where the hell are we?
We're in Massachusetts.
Okay.
What
country are we in?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I told the state lottery officials he received the card after he had surgery. A friend brought it to him, and 3 scratch-off lottery tickets were inside. He said one of the tickets was a $5 million 100 times cash word feature for a pair of lucky signs with the word heart. This is all this semantics we don't even really know.
I don't understand this. Sounds like
so the ticket ended up earning him the $1 million prize. He said the same friend gave him a lottery ticket for a birthday gift several years earlier, and it earned him a prize of $1,000.
Damn, this friend, obviously, we're not talking about this article doesn't talk about what the friend won.
No.
So this guy's the guy you want to get tickets from.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be his friend, have him give you tickets. He'll always lose, and you'll win $1 million. Now, what's the best way? How would you honor that friend? Do you give him some money?
Well, I think that's only the fair thing to do. But like, hey, just reimburse him for the tickets.
Yeah,
like
here's $5.
Here's the $5 back that you gave me. I'm gonna burn 3 speedboats by crashing them all into an island. Yeah, that's what I want, just to see how fast it burns. The winner visited the lottery headquarters in Dorchester on Friday and chose to accept his prize as a one-time lump sum payment of $650,000 before taxes.
Oh wow! He went for the lump sum. I guess he's going to die soon. He's got just had open heart surgery.
I guess he's really figuring he's going to live it up before it gets too late. So there you go. If you're looking for somebody asks you, what you want, what you really, really want, you tell them. Scratch off lottery tickets.
Give me scratch offs.
There you go. Scratch offs. I'll tell you, I'll scratch some stuff off. A council in Australia appears to be setting effective bans from cats being outdoors. In Australia, of all places.
Well,
if they're outdoors, they have earned their right to be able to survive outdoors in Australia.
I'm scared of outdoor cats in Australia. Are you kidding me? If they're still alive?
They're carrying fucking sidearms, automatic weapons. They got concealed knives all over their body. Look at this. I wouldn't want to fucking run up against this cat in the middle of the night. You're kidding me? He looks like he's ready to steal my wallet.
Back up slowly. It's just a cute little cat.
That's what you think. He hasn't blinked for 12 years.
He has been living out here amongst this hellscape of monsters.
You think it was bad. He's the only reason that we were able to get out of Vietnam.
Meanwhile, through his eyes, he's having his flashbacks.
They just sent this fucking cat in. He just killed everybody, and he did not give a fuck. Well, plan changes to the law in Fremantle, Western Australia, would see felines prohibited from all council-owned areas, including roads, verges, and bushlands. Members of the council voted to approve proposals on the basis that they would protect wildlife and remove the risk of cats being hit by cars. So all of that's admirable. Yeah. That's nice. But basically, while we have prohibited areas for our natural bushland, cats are still entering. At a minimum, our bushland area needs a prohibited area buffer, and many of our native gardens, which are also act as wildlife refuge, need to be protected from cats. So essentially, one of the other images in this article was also a cat carrying a bird, and they were talking about how some of the birds are getting killed off by these cats, and that's the reason why the urban cats are 30 times more likely than adult cats out in the bush to attack a wild animal.
I think I read somewhere that cats are the most successful land predators on terrestrial predators.
They're protected by us, and they go out.
They have the highest kill ratio for their they can anything that they hunt has a 90% chance of them killing it.
Right, absolutely.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely a wild thing there. But other city management assets like roads would also be included to prohibited areas to help protect the safety of the individual cats who are at risk of being struck by other vehicles. Officials will not draw a proposed amendment, which the council will then decide whether to advertise for public feedback in about 6 weeks. So there you go. If you're in Australia listening to the show, if you're down under and you want to keep your cat safe, you might want to
bring them indoors. But
bring them indoors.
That's going to displace a lot of feral cats that just live in commune, little cat communes.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be part of that, and then also part of the headline here, which for whatever reason they didn't really talk about in the article here. But basically, they're going to say that the cats have to be on leashes if they're pet cats and they're letting them outside. So essentially, they're trying to put an end to outdoor cats within this buffer zone of what are essentially protected lands.
Oh, okay. Just in a radius of the area.
Yeah. Just so that they can
it just shows you that cats are
maintain the environment,
seemingly
looking to take over.
Yeah,
it all ties into midnight mass. You'll see.
Cats are gonna. It's fine.
Cats are involved.
I'll be ruled by cat. Basically, as I usually say, the cats are essentially just the predator race, from the movie's Predator.
Right. Yeah.
That's their culture is their tribe is killing and hunting.
Yep.
That's how you interact with them.
That's what you do.
If you have a cat,
there's a dead thing, and that means that you matter. There you go.
I brought you something dead.
I killed something.
You're my friend, and this is how you're supposed to kill. So let me teach you
this
how to
is
do
what
it better.
This is what a dead thing looks like. Make more of these.
Do it.
Learn. That's right. Yep. Son of Sam had it all wrong. It wasn't a dog. It was a cat the whole time. It was a cat up in the tree pretending that it was a dog. That's how smart the cats are. Well, for our last story here, as we move along, buckle up, folks. We're all doing things weird anyway, so why not add some weird shopping to your activities? The Kickstarter is helping out with our annual guide of holiday season's most bizarre gifts that we stole from another website.
You make it sound all official.
I know, right? I even stole this whole thing. I just added in some things, edited it. One look at our guide, and you'll be dreaming of a weird Christmas, just like the ones we used to know. So here you go. So for our first one, musical toilet paper rolls. You have a little box here that plays some tunes. And
just realized the art of the
rolls are also. I'm not saying that you could violate these toilet paper rolls, but
you're not saying you can't either.
I'm not saying that you can't either. It's Christmas, and if we've learned one thing, it's that Santaconda. This is not him.
Santa is sex-fueled
He's a sex-fueled maniac for 364 days of the year. So do what you got to do with this strangely pie-shaped. This is actually the symbol for female, the universal symbol, the inverted triangle. So, we'll just do what we got to do there.
Is when you get a one slice of pizza box.
That's right. Yes. Juan has broken it down for us. It's S. Broken Santa is actually what is that? An anagram?
No, acronym.
Acronym. That's it.
Ants.
That's right. It goes backwards, both front and forward. So Saint Nick's awesome nutrients taste amazing. Signed, Mrs. Claus. There you go. That's right. That's it. Speaking of tasting amazing, here we go. Our next item is bacon scented wrapping paper.
Her face is alarming with how much she seems to be enjoying the fact that there's a scent to the wrapping paper.
If you're smelling your gifts, I think you're.
There are people who take it very seriously, trying to figure out what's in their box, what's wrapped in that gift. They'll shake it. I know I'm definitely one of those people.
Yeah,
I'll shake it. I'll try to look in that. I'll try to figure out what's the weight of this thing. What could it be?
Right.
But this bacon's maybe a way to throw it off, or a way to ensure that random wild dogs will eat your presents.
Your home is full of wild animals. That's right.
Oh God!
Especially because bacon scents tend to smell a whole lot like dog food. It's a pretty corollary thing there. Now, here's one that Santaconda's really going to like. We have a toilet snake. There you go. You put that underneath. You put that under the seat, and when you lift it up, there he is. The little rubber snake pops up.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
There you go. Santaconda. There you are. God bless.
Put a Santa hat on it, and
that's perfect.
Addition. We should sell one.
Santa. That's what people are like. How does Santa get into our house if we don't have a chimney? He doesn't come through the chimney, kids. He comes through the toilet. We all have chimneys.
That's right. He'll come.
We all have toilets. I don't know. I'm drunk on eggnog. I don't know. Whatever. Who the fuck knows what Santa wants anymore? Just give us some cold. I'm cold. I'm cold, baby. I'm cold, baby. Go rob a grocery store so Santa will give you cold this year so we can stay warm.
Go do something bad because it's so cold in here. Stop being so good all the time.
Well, speaking of being cold, we've also got this Bernie Sanders. If you've ever watched the stream before, we have a wonderful little thing that we poke over.
This really does feel like it's Kickstarter.
It's
very snake and a fucking Miss Bernie.
It's very interesting. But he's all wrapped up there, as we can see from the inauguration. And to keep right on task here for our next item, Flesh Safe. There you go. It's a fleshlight-esque thing that you can
fuck your money.
If you've got yes, exactly right. Yes, if you have an externalized member, you can insert it into this safe, and also keep your valuables like your wedding rings.
Oh, I'm not wearing these anymore. I'm married to the Flesh Safe now. This is my new wife.
Oh well, she keeps all my money.
She never
does.
She never argues with me. She keeps all my money.
So there you go,
you can always
folks.
count on her for a hundo.
That's right. You want a good old Flesh Safe there.
What the hell? I mean, what the fuck even is this concept? Can you stick your dick in it or not?
Yeah, of course you can.
And
of course you can.
What?
Of course you
and
can.
if you can stick your dick in it, you can reach in and steal the shit that's in there.
Well,
another person.
No, I don't know if it's in the same chamber or if it's a different. Hopefully, it's a different chamber. Because if it's not in a different chamber,
this looks like the sexual perverse version of a false book.
That's about right. Which is the whole idea of the fleshlight in the first place. It's supposed to look like a flashlight, even though it's way too big.
But this looks like one of those deposit boxes that you slide up in the suck up tubes.
It's still a deposit box. It's still a deposit box. That's right. That's right.
It's still sucking too.
That's right. Hopefully, it does look like there's a little vent adjustment at the very bottom there on the blue. You see that down there. So you gotta have but you want the vent so you can control the suction. Speaking of suction here, we've got birthday joint candles. Apparently, this is with the legalization of marijuana across the country happening more and more. You can see a candle that you don't have to blow out.
I'm getting all these things for you for Christmas.
You just wait.
This is the perfect gift. I'm pretty sure that this is just a plant that you've done in the show.
There were 48 of these, and I specifically picked 7.
I think this is Matt's way of trying to tell me what he wants for Christmas.
So
this is his Christmas list.
Don't forget the cupcakes. So the cupcakes
and bake me a sweet treat.
Me a sweet treat. So basically, as the candle burns down, it lights the joint, and rather than blowing it out, you pick it up and you smoke it. So there you go.
Nice.
What a little birthday treat for you. And speaking of birthday treats, what allows you to keep your feet toasty warm, right? Then ripping off a shirt like Hulka Hogan, Hulkamania slippers, right? Hulkamania, right?
We love Hulka Hogan. In Sweden, we love Hulka Hogan.
There you go. It's so
when you walk,
Hulk Hogan
his
power
shirt
slippers
rips open,
and he says, "Oh yeah,"
and he also says the N word.
Yes.
Why are people selling this shit?
The left one is him apologizing, and the right one is full of racial slurs.
I'm sorry, brother. Sorry, brother.
What? Since they looking comfortable as fuck, brother.
Oh my god, this is my favorite one. Oh, why are we making this merch still?
He's been out of relevance for so long.
and then he came. No, one time he came back, he was soaring. He was saying horrible shit. And then suddenly we're like, all right, he's fine again. Let's watch him rip his little slipper shirts off.
Rip him off. He's got it. But yeah, so there you go. That's your holiday gift buying guide for this year. Because what else is there? What are you gonna get? Somebody another pair of socks?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Get creative.
Get creative
Put
with
snakes
it.
in the toilet.
Put snakes in the toilet.
Get in the real Christmas spirit.
That's right. Don't forget our slithery Lord and Savior came here to save our souls for Christmas. That's right. Santa is Jesus.
Santa's Jesus. Santa is completely opposed to St. Patrick, right? Because anytime Santa gets near St. Patrick, it gets driven right the fuck back to the North Pole.
Get out of my house.
And when he
Just
drove
like
those
Harrison
snakes
Ford.
out, get the fuck out of my house.
Get the fuck out of my house. It's a beautiful thing that you have to be able to put it all together and save you more at the room store. That's what Hulk Hogan told me once. He was drunk, but he told me that, and I believed him.
And I won't repeat some of the other things he said.
Well, the rest of it was a little controversial, but at least that part was in a commercial. And we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt.
And that's it.
That's all. That's all you need. You just need 2 Matts,
That's
right?
all you need is 1 Matt
2 Matts
and a
one
second
Juan.
Matt. And Juan's here. He's doing what we need him to do. He's giving us information. He's giving us jokes. He's doing all kinds of stuff.
No, Juan is part of our show.
Juan is absolutely
and some
part
of our
our show.
if you decide to pledge to our Patreon, we're going to give some money to Juan.
Of course, our Patreon subscribers are unsubscribing at this point because we haven't acknowledged them. We have not fulfilled our tier promises.
No, we didn't.
But we will. We will.
We certainly will.
We will.
Had we known, and also the thing is
that's true too.
If you join our Patreon, apparently, so this is somebody joined our Patreon, and I apologize to them if they're even still listening.
Yeah,
but we did not know who you were.
Yep.
You got to reach out because they did sign up for the tier level where they could be on the show.
Right, exactly.
Come be on our show.
You got to reach out to us for that so that we can set that whole thing up.
Or if you're too shy and you don't want to, that's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Just let us know one way or the other.
Whatever we got to do there,
we'll accommodate
we're going to make it happen.
We'll accommodate you. We might even make one special episode just for you.
We're flexible. Brandon Carino.
Brandon
Carino, if you're listening to us right now, if you have managed to go through the whole Kickstart treatment, which means that you get involved with us, we don't realize that you're there. That's basically the show.
I don't even know if I'm here half the time.
And then you leave us, which is all part of the show, right? Then what you need to do is come back and be like, hey, what happened? And we'll be like, I don't know who you are.
Who are you guys?
But we know who you are now, Brandon.
Brandon, we're calling you out. Come back.
Come back to the show.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back. Yeah, that's going to be the last song. So it's the close song. So what you need to do is get in touch with us with on our email, which is better write this down because it's long. The Kickstart with Matt and Matt, all spelled out, at gmail.com. Get in touch with us. Let us know if you are available on Tuesdays when we do the show, and we will have you on the show. Since you signed up for that level, we don't want to make that for nothing. And then also you'll be able to check out, even though you're not on the Patreon anymore. We know you unsubscribed. We saw you unsubscribe. All right, we saw you. We saw you
right now.
So it's right. We got it, but we're still going to include you because you subscribed.
That's right.
So we're gonna let you in on this.
Good.
We're going to make good on our promise.
We never lied.
We never tell a fucking lie.
Never lied, ever.
All right? Never lied, ever.
I just got screamed at by Freddy Krueger.
So let us know. Send us an email. That way we can hook up with you, and we'll fulfill all those Patreon promises. Thank you very much for your contribution. And everybody else, we'll see you later. I already said the loud part.
And where's our money from you guys?
Give us our fucking money. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, I don't have to say it. She can say it.
Your fucking money.
I didn't mean to press that one, but I did. All right, internet people, thank you very much for joining this this train wreck of a show that's happened. I still have the fucking weird news thing up on here. Here we go. Now you can see us in all of our glory. Well, you can't see us, but
I mean, I'm here, so
there's not much. Yeah,
I don't.
Trust me, I know the view.
Seen it.
Whoopi and Sharon used to be on there. Joy, somebody.
Hollywood Squares.
Whatever. Hollywood Squares. Gilbert Gottfried's down in the corner somewhere. Whatever we got to do. That's one that I miss watching. Hollywood Squares. Man. What a train wreck.
I can only think of like maybe 1 or 2 times I watched it.
Oh, man. Gilbert Gottfried. The newer ones. He was always on the newer ones. And I loved it because he would just be very inappropriate. It's wonderful. Of course, the old version of Hollywood Squares, everybody was just drunk all the time.
Yeah. Oh, those 70s game shows when they come on,
Man.
That's a whole different world. That is a very different world going on.
Big difference. Big difference.
I'm like uncomfortable watching them.
It does. It gets very uncomfortable at times.
They are so awkward, and everyone's winning like $500 as
That's
their maximum prize. Because back then you could buy a fucking house.
That's
with
right. That's
some
a whole
contestant lady from Match Game 76 was like, "You just won $5,000." She's like, "I'm gonna buy a house," and I was like, "Are you fucking?" If I had $5,000, I would be able to buy groceries.
You can't even buy a car.
You
You can't even buy a fucking moped for $5,000.
No way. You can't buy. For $5,000, you can't buy a goddamn reliable thing.
You just got to ask Santa Conda for him. Please, Santa Conda, give me $5,000 and a house. That's what we're looking for these days.
That's all. Just
is Santa Conda here, or do we have a gas leak? It doesn't. We don't know. We don't know what the difference is.
Santa Conda knows the difference because he smells with his tongue.
That's right. That's right.
Sticks it out there.
Santa Conda knows what's going on, even when you don't. He doesn't need the sulfur to be added to the natural gas.
That's right.
That's right.
He can silently tell.
That's right. He's always silently smelling. Juan says the celebs on those game shows were always smoking and drinking and carrying on. It's a different world back then.
It's my kind of world.
That's it. That really is. That's what we do here every Tuesday. We just have a little tip to Match Game 76.
We just want to be like the old days.
There you go. We just want to go back to the old days.
We want the unregulated, like indoor abusing of your body,
right?
But not
other people's bodies.
That's right, not other people's bodies.
Everybody has to abuse their own body. That's the update.
That's the key.
That's the update. The Match Game 77. All right. Everybody has to abuse their own body. Everybody stay in your cube.
And no more subtle racism.
No,
that's
please,
another thing I noticed in those old games.
That go.
There's some pretty questionable stuff.
Of course it is. I mean, if fucking with a money flash check. Juan's got it. Juan knows what's going on. That's it. That's it. What more is there to say?
There's really nothing.
There's
a lot more to say, but none of it's relevant.
We've got plenty more to say. We're probably going to be talking for another at least 4 hours.
Yeah, it's not going to.
3-4
We're just
hours.
not going to record it and subject you guys to it.
No, yeah, we're going to let you all go. We're going to cut you loose. That way you can get back to your regular lives. Enjoy a little bit of silence from the din of our endless talking.
The void of information.
The void. Yes, exactly right. We have stolen so many precious moments of your life from you here this evening, as we do every
internet
Tuesday.
Vampires.
That's right. We are internet vampires. We are the Colin Robinsons of podcasts. So thank you very much for your contributions. And we'll see you all, internet people. We love you so very much for joining us. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys next
time. Take it.